Morning, good morning. Peace and power, family. Every morning, man, watching the news, this shit is starting to look more like Comet View. For all of you older heads out there that know what I'm talking about, yeah. Man, this this shit, politics and the society of this country, this shit is funny as hell. So yo, check it. I'm looking at the news this morning, right? And so I'm looking at GMA, Good Morning America. And so, they're giving you a preview of what they're going to be showcasing on the news, this morning. So one of the things that pops up on the screen is, something that's pertaining to the Breona Taylor case. So, I'm looking at this shit, man. And I had to rewind this shit back, man, because I'm like, did I just hear this shit right? So apparently, one of the cops that was present when they went and shot up this lady's house, this cop was shot by Breona Taylor's boyfriend. And we all know why Breona Taylor's boyfriend was shooting in the first place. This motherfucker, this dude is suing this cat because he shot him. I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like this, man. What fucking grounds does he have to even bring this shit up? I'm like, first of all, you're in the line of duty. So chances are you're going to probably get shot at from time to time. But with this particular case, y'all were in the fucking wrong. And this dude let his bullets fly because he didn't know who the fuck was coming in his house, from what a lot of the reports have stated. And he feels like someone is breaking in his home to cause harm to him and his queen. So he let off some rounds and your ass get popped. And you want to turn around and sue him? Man, get the fuck out of here. Hey, man, when I tell y'all this shit is like Comet View, and I'm waiting for Miss Laura to come out and be like, yo, we punking you motherfuckers. Man, this shit is like Comet View. Man, every time I look at the fucking news, and there's a lot of shit that I see on the news that I don't even talk about when I make my posts. But it's just shit that is hilarious. And I'm laughing because this is just funny. And on the other side of this, on a more serious note, this shit will probably go to court. And this dude may actually be able to sue this brother because he shot his ass. And if that shit was to happen, then maybe he should have shot that motherfucker about 4 or 5 more goddamn times. Make the shit worthwhile. If he's gonna get sued, he should have put some more goddamn hollow points or whatever the fuck he had in his gun up in his ass, man. So that way it was worth him losing some fucking money. Man, yo. This shit reminds me of y'all remember when they got OJ? Because see, it's like now, the colonizer is gonna use every trick in the book to humiliate us, to keep us up under his boot heel, to make us feel like that no matter what way we try to get justice, they're gonna put it in our face and be like, niggas, y'all are not getting shit. We're gonna keep our boot heel on the back of your neck, and we're gonna just keep grinding and grinding and grinding until we snap your shit. That's how this shit is starting to look, man. Man, yo. And y'all still talking about defunding the police. Look, man, and let's say you do that shit. Even if you defund the police, that does not change how a motherfucker thinks. You cannot change someone's mindset. So even if you defund the police, that doesn't change how they think. And if it doesn't change how they think, it's not going to change how the fuck they act. Remember, some of these cats are willing to take one for the team, meaning they'll go out on a fucking stretcher or they'll risk going to fucking prison for life. And then the motherfuckers become martyrs. Look at Dylan Roof. If y'all haven't seen the documentary that Showtime did about that shooting, I advise y'all to go and watch it. There was a woman, after he killed the majority of the people that was in there was one lady that he did not kill. And he goes up to the lady, he asked her, he's like, were you shot? She was like, no. He says, I am not gonna shoot you. And his reasoning for that shit was, because I'm gonna let you live so you could tell the damn story. This motherfucker knew when he drove to where he drove to and committed the act that he committed, that he was gonna go to jail, if not outright get killed. He took one for the team. That's how these motherfuckers think. So defunding the police or whatever the fuck it is that y'all are talking about doing, that's not going to change shit. The colonizer is going to be the colonizer, man. They are who they are. It may be a few of them that may not think that way, but a lot of them don't step up to the plate to correct and put their people in place that are out of place, that are out of control. But you spend your time trying to correct them. That's our fucking problem. Stop trying to correct motherfuckers and start trying to correct yourself. Like I told y'all, we respond and react to shit in the wrong fucking way. And then we don't realize that shit until it's all said and done. And then it's too fucking late, man. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about was your boy Joe Biden. On the news, he was like, he's going to stop the coronavirus. You know what I mean? How you gonna stop a virus, man? The fucking vaccines that y'all have out now has not stopped the virus. You do not stop a virus. It may die down. It may get to a point where it may not resurface, its ugly head for years to come. But viruses don't fucking die. The motherfuckers come back and then they'll fucking, they'll evolve into something else, something more horrible or horrific than what it previously was. You don't eradicate viruses, man. How the fuck is this motherfucker gonna do that? And the damn doctors and the scientists haven't even figured out a way to do it. Are you speaking for them? And it's the dude that y'all want to put in office. I'm hoping Facebook doesn't flag the shit, because I know they getting real strict on, saying stuff about people. But I mean, what I'm saying is, it's based on fact, man. I'm like, come on, dude. That is not gonna happen, man. The best thing that you can do is, if you can come up with something that can eradicate COVID-19, yo, kudos, man, because it's fucking people up left and right. But when you say stuff, man, at least make that shit sound logical. Make it make sense. And maybe in the midst of him talking, maybe he was talking about the scientists and whatnot. So maybe I may be off mark. Maybe I didn't understand what was going on. But hey, man, it's Friday, kings and queens. And, I didn't think that there would be anything that can put a smile on my face or make me laugh the way that I'm laughing now after my mom passed. But I stand corrected. This shit is funny, man. But, that's enough about Biden. But, going back to old boy, really, man, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sue this dude, and y'all were in the wrong. As a matter of fact, I think in some reports that I read, the individual that they were looking for, they already had this dude in custody. So that means y'all intel was fucked up, or you had some ulterior motives that has not come out yet. And that's the only way that I could look at it, man. Your intel was fucked up, because usually In most cases, when you're dealing with shit like this, you're going to move based off of your intel, the information that you get, the information that you've gathered. And if you've been working a case for months at a time, you're not going to move on that case if your information is not solid, because you don't want this shit to come back and bite you in the ass. But this shit came back and it bit them in the ass because they were either incompetent or they had another agenda. So, you know, I'm hoping that if this shit does go to trial and this dude tries to sue this man in civil court, that, you know, they laugh him the fuck out of the goddamn courtroom, man. Shit don't make no sense. You know, that's just like, you know, what they're doing now, man. Like I said, you know, they're trying to shut down all avenues. And they look at it like if you do something to them, they're going to come back 10 times harder than what you came at them. And that's the way this shit is rolling, man. It's just like with the O.J. Simpson shit. When he supposedly killed his ex-wife, them people waited and they waited and they waited. They couldn't get him in criminal court. So they got him in civil court. And then they turned around and they waited and they waited. They set this motherfucker up until they actually got him in prison, and he fell for the shit. But this is how relentless these people are. They'll wait for years at a time to make sure they get revenge. That's the way you got to start thinking. You got to think like the enemy without becoming the enemy. And if that's not the way y'all are willing to think, you're going to lose every time. You're going to lose the battles and you'll never win the fucking war. But yo, that's my news for today. It's Friday. Peace and power, family. And until the next time, y'all stay safe. Peace.